about.
Yeah, in the air under the seat.
Classic.
It was.
Okay, before we get started, I just want to acknowledge the people in Lorain in our community that are hurting. Some senseless violence against our police officers. Officer Philip Wagner, who lost his life in this. 2 officers were injured. Officer Peter Gale, Brent Payne. We are thinking about the community in Lorain. We're thinking about everybody in law enforcement that keeps us safe. It's tough news, and I know they're going through it, and I just want them to know we're thinking of them as they go through this. They're certainly in our thoughts and prayers. I just want to make sure that we acknowledge that before we get started. I want to acknowledge Jordan Hicks, obviously a player, a person that I have an amazing amount of respect for. Jordan played really, really good football for us, played at an extremely high level, and he was even better off the field in what he was able to give to this football team. So an amazing career, one that needs to be celebrated, and just want you to know that we support him, obviously, in his decision. We'll miss him, but he's somebody that I have a ton of respect for. So with that, I'll take any questions.
Even about that linebacker, with the linebacking core, it's such a young group below Jerome and Devin. Just how much more does it require them to? I know they've played some football, but not as much. How much does it require them to kind of grow up as much off as on the field?
I think that oftentimes happens, Chris, in football when you lose a player due to injury or retirement or whatever. There's opportunities that come up for younger players, and you know, in this day and age, young players play early in this at these positions. So they may be counted on, and that's why we're working so hard. That's why we're trying to be efficient with everything we do, maximize every rep and minute that we have with these young men to get them ready to play.
Did you have any conversation with?
1 second.
Was this something that you knew he was thinking about retiring?
I would let Jordan. I don't want to speak for Jordan, so I'll let him speak for himself. But you know, we talked earlier this week, and I obviously support whatever decision he made.
Kevin, yesterday at the end of practice, is that what you call opportunity period?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that something we'll see more of?
We've always done that. You know, I am thinking. I asked Coach Schwartz if I can rebrand it to Hungry Dogs, because Coach has a great line that hungry dogs run faster. So that may just be called our Hungry Dog period. But that's copyright Jim Schwartz. But the idea there is, you know, some of the guys that aren't getting a ton of reps, let's go get a team period yesterday. We'll do skills and drills today. We'll do a 7-on-7 another day. It's just an opportunity for those guys to get better.
Kevin, I know you've been asked a lot about Shabazz since he's come in. Just all the attention, all the focus, everything that he generates, as he says, content. How impressive you've been just the way he's handled all of that's come his way?
Yeah, I think Shador does a nice job of keeping the main thing. He's working very hard in the building, in the meeting room, in the weight room, out here on the field. He's working hard and keeping his head down. And attention that comes with it in this day and age, that's something that our guys do a great job of off the field, is including our fans and what they're doing. But he does a great job of keeping the focus where it needs to be.
Since we asked him been in Hicks' place the first 2 days, is he his job to lead?
Yeah, I think all those things are what we'll work through, Tony. I don't think that we're setting a depth chart in any way.
Since we talked to Shador today, we asked him about the fact that he really hasn't gotten a chance to work with the starters yet. I know it's only been 2 days. Mm-hmm. But will we see a little bit more of that, or maybe the twos or something like that today, tomorrow? Or?
Yeah, like I told you guys, we'll continue to rep these guys throughout the last couple days, next week. We'll move guys around. I think for any of our players, it's really just focusing on what you have in front of you, and he's done a great job of that.
Is Mike Woods going to be out there today?
Mike will be out here today. He's dealing with a hand injury, but he may be, if he's not out here, he's inside getting treatment.
So there was you signed a receiver this morning. Did that have anything to do with
Everything has everything to do with everything, Scott. It's all connected. Yes.
No Jerome Ford today?
Not today, but progressing. He's close.
Kevin, was that period at the end, that red zone at the end, where Shedeur was out there yesterday with some bad snaps. I think there's a penalty. But I guess what are the coach notes off of that, especially for him, and maybe how he can handle that when things are going badly around?
Well, offensively, we have to do a much better job there. We had too many operational issues, just center quarterback exchange. We had a false start. So we can do a better job. And then, we repeated those plays so we could get some reps. But I think there's opportunities for quarterbacks. Even there will be a play where the quarterback is likely sacked, if you're playing real football. But we continue to play as quarterbacks so that we can get a rep of off schedule, get a rep of scramble drill. So even in those moments where, things didn't go the way that you want them, it's not clean, it's not 3 and a hitch balls out, I think there's still plenty to learn from those reps.
Would it be easier, though, or I don't know if easier is the right word, but when you are watching a guy like Shedeur and the center snap exchanges going, it's challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see him work with some higher level of talent to see what he can actually do with those?
Yeah, I think I understand the question. I would say we will continue to rep the guys with different teams, centers, all of that. And that was we need to be better in that period there, Mary Kay, which we will be today. But I was saying earlier, everything our players do it's an all-encompassing evaluation. It's never going to be about one player, one period here and there. It's going to be about everything they do, including this preseason.
Hey, Kevin, Martin Emerson, he said himself he was not happy with last season. So what have you seen from him? I know it's only a couple of days here, but even minute camp and all that may be better.
Yeah, MJ's a very determined young man. I appreciate that he feels like he didn't play at his best. I mean, he's right. He's got such a high ceiling. We've seen him play at such a high level over the course of time. He will bounce back, and there's no secret to it. There's no magic wand. It's just from him working really, really hard. He's a kid that is in here all the time, constantly working at his craft, working on his body. So I expect him to have a big bounce back year.
Kevin, Dylan was talking about when he's not getting actual reps, the stuff he does.
Samson or Gabriel?
What's that? Oh, Dylan Gabriel. Okay. When he's not getting actual reps, he values those mental reps and things like that. What are your expectations of these guys when they're not actually taking reps?
It's a good question. I think if you watch behind you have one player in there, right? A lot of times you'll see the quarterbacks behind walking through the play as it's happening, about 20 yards behind. I think that's one way to get it. I think we have those walkthrough rooms up there where you can put it on a specific angle where you can get a full speed rep, and it's a turf floor in there, so you can take a drop. So that's one way to replicate it. But the term we've used is we're trying to steal reps any which way we can. Of course, the absolute best way is to be in the moment and get that rep. Unfortunately, you're not going to get every single rep, so how you find ways to steal those, you have to get creative about it.
Good.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.